Throwing now is Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready? 10-2 stop.
Hey, tight. Check.
Yep.
Check.
Snap.
Now Saquon Barkley dances by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Charlie. Now. Ready?
Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And now the juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
To throw on 3rd down. Miller into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 3rd down gain of 19. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler, 28 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Miller looking to throw on second down. Going long here for Wallace. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
60 or. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, get it.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Yes, yes.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Pick me up.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Hey, check.
Please,
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Texans 14, Chiefs 5.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the...
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Yellow. Heroes 15. Yellow.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53, check 53. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Miller gets past one man. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
2nd down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Yo, go.
You don't want it.
Let's go.
Miller on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
You draw corkers.
50's to Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Go.
Come on.
Five.
Back to throw. Miller. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Miller's pass complete to number 82. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, cut his right.
But
We got 4. We got 4.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, orbit. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Miller. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away in.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Get ready.
Ready.
Hey, 50. 50 the mic. 50.
Get up.
It's just me and you.
Get down.
Saquon Barkley running right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set up. 30 base. Bravo.
I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. You're trapped.
Let go.
Here's Miller operating from the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Watch it, we own it. We own
Go. Let's go.
Now Miller, a final shot before break. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, Barkley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Miller now. From the gun, he'll throw. He is going to find Hill here. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Man, that's
Get it.
From the gun, Miller. And going deep for Hill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Back to throw. Miller. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Hey! Switch!
2nd and 15. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Hey! Wahoo! Hey!
Mike 50.
Miller operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
Here's Miller throwing on 4th down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
No. Deuce. Let go.
Now a give, right side. Barkley, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Zipper.
Let's go.
Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I got one.
Miller now throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Yep.
50, Mike, 50.
Buzz.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Miller. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Miller escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Miller, off play action. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Protein spill.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Hey, Mike 50, Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Nice, sweetheart.
Hit it.
Here's Miller from the gun on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
But it's football.
Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here is Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They come out here in the eye.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check, check. Lucky. Yellow. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Go, baby.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back and ultimately That might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Down, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 67 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This from 54 yards away. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.